Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. Welcome back to a new topic, that is Kennedy's classification. This classification is for partially edentulous arches. Dr. Edward Kennedy of New York proposed this classification in 1925. Dr. Kennedy divided it into 4 basic classes. In this lecture, we are going to study in detail about each one of them. Let's start. Kennedy's class 1 is a bilateral edentulous space posterior to the natural teeth. As you can see in the diagram, it is the two-sided missing space. In this, the denture will take support from teeth as well as tissues. Kennedy's class 2, it is unilateral edentulous space located posterior to the remaining natural teeth. In the diagram, you can see it is the one-sided missing teeth. Here also the denture will take support from teeth as well as tissues. You can appreciate the difference in between these two classes. The class 1 is bilateral edentulous space and class 2 is unilateral edentulous space. Okay. Coming to class 3. It is unilateral edentulous space with natural teeth remaining both anterior and posterior to it. In the diagram, you can see the edentulous space which is not crossing the midline. Here, the denture will take support only from the teeth. Kennedy's class 4 is a single but bilateral edentulous space located anterior to the remaining natural teeth. Here, the edentulous space crosses the midline. In class 3, it do not cross the midline. In class 4, it crosses the midline. Okay? Next. These are 4 conventional basic classes. There are 2 more additional classes, that is Kennedy's applegates class 5, edentulous space bounded by natural teeth on both sides where the anterior abutment is not suitable for support. In the diagram, you can see the missing space. It is basically a class 3 situation where the lateral incisor, the anterior abutment, cannot be used as support. Okay? One more additional classification is Kennedy's applegates class 6. It is edentulous space in which the abutment teeth are capable of complete support. It is totally tooth supported denture where the tissue support is not required. To write any classification, we should follow certain rules. Here also there is a set of rules called applegates rule. Rule 1 is classification should follow rather than precede extractions that might alter the original classification. The diagram is showing the class 3 situation, but in the first quadrant, the first, second and third molar are to be extracted. So we should consider the classification after extraction. If we extract the first quadrant, first, second and third molar, it will become class 2 mod 1. Okay. Second rule, if the third molar is missing and is not to be replaced, it is not considered in the classification. Coming to third rule, if the third molar is present and is to be used as an abutment, it is considered in the classification. Imagine the marked portion is missing and the third molar is present, then the classification is class 3. Rule 4. If the second molar is missing and is not to be replaced, it is not considered in the classification. You can see in the diagram, the marked portion is missing and the second molar in the opposing side is not there. So, it is class 3 condition. Rule 5. The most posterior edentulous space always determines the classification. Okay, you might be thinking I have used modifications to explain the last example, that is our rule 6. Edentulous spaces other than the classification are referred to as modification spaces and are designed by their numbers. Rule 7 is the extent of modification is not considered. Only the additional number of edentulous spaces are considered. Okay. Rule 8, there can no modification areas in class 4 arches because any edentulous space other than the class 4 is considered as the conventional classification because it will be posterior to it. Okay, understood? Hope you find this video helpful. If you like the content, type more in the comment section below. Thank you.